Good evening, you brave people. You're here. You're here to listen to this. You're brave, very brave. And I'm not being sarcastic. Let's see if I got sound. Here, if I got sound. I got it. All right, I got it. You got it. All right. Wow, nobody here. Well, I reached out to several men directly through text message. Asked them to join me here live. I posted on my Telegram channel and then edited the post and asked people to join live and posted it on a few Telegram channels. Um, YouTube's telling me there's one here. Um, so um, please be patient. I'm hoping that more will show. Um, I I'm ready to do the impossible for you, for all of us, and I'm going to explain it. And this is so stupidly simple. Wow, I really wish there was some people here. Um, I'm thinking I will do a part two to this as a continuation tomorrow, and then a part three the next day, and a part four the next day, and see if we can't get this audience to build. Um, I can and will break the chain. I will create the first domino to fall. I can and will do this if I can have witnesses. All right. That's all I need is witnesses. Are you brave enough to witness the impossible? Um, Now I got 40 acres here. There's plenty of room to set up for camping. And there's water here. And we fill up 5-gallon buckets and they warm up in the sunshine and you sponge bathe or, do it. Dump the buckets over your head, but you can have warm water. All right, you can camp. You can have campfires unless it's too damn dry or something it's too dangerous or something. But there's no reason why you couldn't have campfires that I can think of. Um, and so there's plenty of room here. I need witnesses to get this done. So, um, those of you that know my story or know enough of it, most of you don't know my story. Bits and pieces. Um, One important aspect is I stepped into the position of executive emergency manager for Michigan in federal court in an open public court of record, court of law. And no one has brought a claim against me to remove me from that position. Um, I hold a United States patent for a medical breakthrough. I am, in addition to all of that, the world's leading authority on oral health with cannabis. I prove it scientifically that cannabis is essential for the health of man and mammal. There's more. I am federal prosecutor. I'm a federal witness. And I'm sovereign. I am very secure in all of my positions. The biggest problem that I have is that I am, without a doubt and unquestionably, one of the most feared men on this planet. And we're going to use that to your advantage, all you good people. I just need witnesses. When David took out Goliath, were there witnesses? When the walls of Jericho came down, were there witnesses? That's all I'm looking for is witnesses. So, John put out a YouTube about a new auditor who just posed as another auditor with a camera. I don't even know if he had a tripod. I think he was just holding the camera, but he was looking for information for a friend. He's looking through public documents in a public building, and he's being accosted. I mean, and they gang up on him. I mean, multiple, like 7. And they even at one point started to get aggressive. And they want to know who he is. They want his ID. They want to know who he is. And then and so he lets this go on and on and on. And then he goes, "You want to know who I am?" He pulls out a microphone, looks like a real TV reporter, like a real news reporter, a real journalist. My name is, and he tells his name and he rattles off W something or whatever, the acronym. And these parasites, I mean, they don't know what to do. Embarrass, smile, run and hide. Some of them literally run and hide. They all left. All right. When you shine the light, when they think that the light is shining on them, they run like cockroaches. Now, this is what I experience. They run like cockroaches and they gang up on me. Now, there isn't one of them that can win the conversation with me. Not one. No judge, no policy officer, no FBI agent, no DEA, nobody. And I have the evidence. I have the evidence of high crimes in Kalkaska. Now, I've been talking about how the sheriff is culpable for 15 million poisonings annually since 2015. I've talked about how he has pled guilty to treason. All right, several others have pled guilty to treason. Several others, lost my train of thought. Just bear with me. I got a lot on my mind, and I'm being a bad smoker. I can't even keep this cigarette going. If I was to call out the sheriff in front of witnesses, he won't. In fact, he will be on vacation. He will have all kind of excuses. But you see, that's okay. That's okay. Because it's not just Sheriff Fat Fuckford that I'm interested in. All right, it's the entire posse. So I'm looking for 40 witnesses that are brave enough to stand with me. Now, you don't have to learn anything. You don't have to create any paperwork. You don't have to watch any videos. You don't have to study. You don't have to speak. If you can stand there like this with your head up and your shoulders back, and maybe, better yet, do something like this. Now, I got to finish creating this. This is for artwork. This is for paintings. I need a couple of rivets and but if you can do this, if you're brave enough to stand with me and do this, I'm going to call them all out. Everyone. They can't all go on vacation now. Can they? A big list, okay? This is a big list. Have the sheriff and the undersheriff. Both have pled guilty to treason. We've got the judge and the county clerk. We've got the current prosecuting attorney, I believe, was the assistant prosecuting attorney before Mike Perot boot scoot boogied when I ordered his arrest. And he was the one at my, well, what will we call this? I'm before the judge. I'd taken a plea, my sentencing. Oh, and he was pushing for very strict, very hard. So, we'll call him out. The county clerk, Deborah Hill, she's pled guilty to treason multiple times. The tax assessor needs to answer. Judge Lynn M. Boudet needs to answer. Chief of Police, Popa, needs to answer. The Michigan State Police need to answer for their actions, and Jerry King will invite a representative from the Michigan State Police to be there as well. All right. All these people will be invited to answer for their crimes, to explain why in this little village of 2,000 where there's 8 marijuana shops, a marijuana lounge, and 3 head shops, and the commercial property is all loaded up with growers and processors. There's 3 dentists in the village of Kalkaska, all of them right there with poopy pants, shit in their pants to think they would do anything with this. All these people need to answer. Every one of them. They can't all be on vacation when we decide to show up, can they? And if they are, well, then we won. Well, then we won. And all of those phone answerers, keystroke pushers, filers, jailers, clerks, assistants, they no longer have a job, do they? You see, they are all culpable. I need you to stand with me, and I will take down Goliath. I will bring down the walls of Jericho. I will break the chain that releases the first domino, that creates the first constitutional county in this great nation of ours. I'm not asking you to do right to travel. You're too pussified for that. I'm not asking you to just come and stand with me. You know, none of these First Amendment auditors here in Michigan got the balls to come and stand with me. I'm asking for 40 of you, and you can camp here. And I say we make it a party. We make it a celebration. Um, um, I say people start arriving on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We take care of business because we'll put flyers up all over town. We'll make the appropriate phone calls. We'll contact the local press. All right, and my pickup truck is a flatbed, so it's perfect for a stage. All right, we'll set it up with a microphone, and I'll do all the talking. Nobody has to talk, and Sergeant Jerry King of the Michigan State Police, or former Sergeant Jerry King of the Michigan State Police, if he's still alive, all right, he can come up and speak. He can answer for his crimes. Sheriff, under sheriff, chief of police, judge. You get the picture? All you need to do is be brave enough to be there and be a witness, be a federal witness, and party with me. How hard is it? All right, now, um, maybe you get reasons. Well, okay, so God's given you this opportunity. Now, what if you knew that an infant was going to fall out of a third-story window 2 days from now at 3 p.m. and nobody else is going to be around to stop it or to catch the infant? You know this. And yet you've got a very important engagement. You got a big business deal. You're getting married. I mean, now what are you going to do? Well, you could reschedule that business meeting, and if not, you lose that opportunity. Well, there'll be more. If she loves you, and and she's not going to be proud of you because you had to reschedule the wedding because you're the only one that can save that baby, well, then she ain't worth marrying. And what about the baby? What's the potential in that baby for good things in life in this realm. What are you going to do? How many babies are dependent on you to stand with me so I can take down Goliath and tear down the walls of Jericho here in Kalkaska? Now, I've been financially crippled. I'm wearing rags. I'm sleeping on rags. I'm living in poverty, but I'm living better than I ever have. And I got a few fiat notes, and I got real good use for them too. But hey, if you live in Michigan and you need gas money to get here, I'm putting up $100. In fact, I'm putting up $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000 in aid for someone who needs it to be able to be a witness in Kalkaska. I'm not paying you to be here. I'm not offering you money to be here. I'm saying I am putting up $1,000 to help those who can't get here financially, who need some support. Who else listening to this communication is willing to put up money to help? Speak up. How many babies are getting ready to fall out of third-story buildings? How many babies are taking their first breath right now in the next second and every second following forward? How many being born into a slave system of pain, misery, suffering? How many? I threw that money over the microphone. Let's see. Matt, I think Matt's here. Hi, Matt. Matt and Matt. How about it? Are you brave enough? Stand with me here in Kalkaska. Are you brave enough to go around Kalkaska and put up some signage? Are you brave enough to help me make a few phone calls? I'll make all the phone calls. I'll put up all the signs. Do you want to come party with me? Spend a little time here on the property? Set up tent, bring your camper. If you need accommodations, they've got accommodations in Kalkaska. I'm telling you. I just need you to be brave enough to stand with me. None of them can answer. And you see how they scurry. When a guy puts a microphone in front of them, they think the light is being shined on them. I am Christ energy white light. I'm aligned with Archangel Michael. There is nothing that they can say to me that is going to defend them. They are beyond guilty. But when they can all pack together and hide and protect each other, that's what they do. So that's it. I'm really disappointed. There's only 3 people here. Matt and Matt, thanks for showing up. My email is in the live chat. It's pinned. You want to be here? You want to be a witness? You want to watch the walls of Jericho come down in Kalkaska? You want to see Goliath take the hit and fall? You want me to break that chain that releases that first domino that sets all the counties across this great land free and becoming republic constitutional counties again? Let's do it this month. Let's do it in July. Rearrange your life. What's more important? Is there anything more important? If there is, you can explain it to me. We got I can't. And for some of you, you can't. For those of you who can and won't, you have to live with that. For those of you who can and will, you can revel in that. Joe's here. What does Joe say? Joe's 3 hours away. You brave enough to stand with me, Joe? You brave enough to stand with me if I can find 39 others to stand with you, to stand with us? I want 40. Anybody brave enough to stand with me and 39 others? You know, it can be youngins. They count. And we're not looking at anything violent here. All right. I'm not talking about veterans in a mission. I'm talking about the truth, Christ energy. And I can guarantee you, none of these parasites will show up. And then we educate those that we're giving aid and comfort to them, and they're all fired. Now, the sheriff's department is empty. The circuit court is empty. The district court is empty. And the building across the way that houses the prosecuting attorney, the tax assessor, the county clerk, the probation officer. All right. And the layout, the layout is something like this. We've got 72 running into Traverse City. And I think this is, I'm not sure what street that is. The school's on it. There's a street running this way, and that might be the street address. It's Birch. But at any rate, you come in here, and right here is the sheriff. Right here is the courts. And just across the walkway is the county building. And this is a good sized parking lot right here. It's a good sized parking lot. This is a much larger parking lot, and the county fairgrounds are back here. So there's plenty of space. Shows a cameraman and a witness. Good. Do you think you can bring others with you? Why don't you work on that, Joe? See how many you can get to commit. 3 hours away, you wouldn't have to come up, spend time. But for those who would be traveling, let's say you wanted to come from Florida. 4 or 5 of you get in the car. You're here in a day. You can all share on the gas. So it's my open invitation for you to stand with me. And I'll make all these parasites answer, and they can't. So they won't show up. They will vacate. And once they vacated, and all those who have been supporting them, giving them aid and comfort, know that that's no longer there for them. They're fired. They're gone. They won't come back. Now those buildings are empty. So then we assemble. And Kalkaska becomes a constitutional republic. And if we have 40 cameras here, even if you create your channel, it's your first video, that'll work. Fuck these auditors that are too fucking pussified to stand with me. We don't need them. They can get held to account too. Everybody that suppresses this, you're giving aid and comfort to the enemy. Your cowardice is not an excuse. It doesn't help you. I've survived all of this to be here for this moment. Joe, thank you. Matt, I wish you could. I understand. We've communicated. I do understand. I want the audience to know that. I comprehend. But I'm talking babble to y'all. If you haven't watched that video where that man pulled out a microphone and they all scattered, they ran like cockroaches. That's why Poopy Pants interrupted, wouldn't let his lower policy officers know. He didn't want the rebellion. They're all culpable for 15 million poisonings annually in America since 2015. They're culpable in human trafficking. They're culpable in international crimes. I have the evidence. I'm a good shamus. I am a federal prosecutor. I'm a federal witness. I just need a jury. You think I can get a jury once those buildings have vacated? I bet we can. So, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to show God how much you love him. Save that baby. Save all those babies. Save yourself. Stand with me. All right, that's all I got to say. Brave men find me, male or female. All right. I love you. Oh, we got a comment here. Maybe another comment. I'm not done yet. Keith says, I would love to come help. However, my companion just got home from knee replacement and I need to be here for her for therapy. After that, no problem. I'm ready. Communicating with the UN and Pentagon, UPU, and many others. Interpol. Well, you see, that's great. And I wish you success, and I appreciate all that you're doing, Keith. I really do. And there comes a time for action. There comes a time to stand. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, the paperwork shuffle, throwing paper airplanes at zeros with kamikaze pilots that are bombing the shit out of you. Your municipal water is toxic everywhere. All municipal water is very, very toxic. Probably your well water is toxic. The majority of the food-like stuff that you ingest is toxic. What you do your laundry with is toxic. There's a time to stand. And we're only talking about a couple of days. And Keith, I would love for you to be here, bro. Especially you. Man, you can talk. You can talk. And we can use some good talkers. But I'm telling you, this is a cakewalk. They can't stand. They cannot stand in the light. This will be over in the blink of an eye. They can't arrest anybody for anything. None of them. We'll put them in the court of public opinion. We'll let them know we're coming. And I guarantee you they will all vacate because they cannot answer. Help me shine the light. God has put me here to be that light. Stand with me and focus the energy and support me so that I can get this done. Nobody has the position that I do. I have the evidence of the gang stalking, of the conspiracy, of the numerous crimes, the long list of crimes. I just say treason and trespass. I don't need to say any more than that. Human trafficking. 13818. So let's see. Think about this. Today is, where's my device? It's right here. My device. Calendar. All right, next weekend, Friday is the 14th. The weekend after that is the 21st, and the weekend after that is the 28th. So, what if we were to look at something like Monday, the 31st of July? Monday, the 31st of July. 40. I feel I need 40 to stand with me. That's enough. That's enough. And they will all scurry. I'll call the state police and invite them. I will call Chief Poopy Pants and invite him. I will call Sheriff Pat Whiteford and invite him. I will call the court and invite Judge Lynn M. Boudet. I'll call the prosecutor's office and invite their prosecuting attorney. I'll call the county clerk and invite Deborah Hill. In fact, I'll do it all live on YouTube if you will support me. How many men in America? All right, maybe you can't be here. Maybe you're not brave enough. Do you know somebody who is? Well, then reach out to them. Maybe you're brave enough, but you don't have the money. I got $1,000 here. Maybe we'll get other donations. I'm going to come back again tomorrow. It'll be same title, same thumbnail, part 2. I'm going to be back the next night. Same title, same thumbnail, part 3. Share this video. Play this video with commentary. Play this video for your audience with commentary. Do something. Do something to support this. Do a fundraiser. You can't be here? Do a fundraiser. Create a channel. Create a YouTube. Create a Rumble. This is free share. Download it. Play it. Do commentary. Certainly we can find 40 brave men, brave enough to witness Ethan take down Goliath, bring down the walls of Jericho, break the chain that releases the first domino to republic constitutional counties across this land. All right? I'll be back tomorrow. So with that, share, download, play, commentary, create energy, create vibes, share my email address, share my website. You go to the website, go to the contact us link. That email comes directly to me. There is no us. It's just me. All right. Any last minute comments to put in the chat? All right. If I see one come in and I can stall this out, I will. But otherwise, I love y'all. I do. And I'm putting $1,000 up here for aid for travel for someone who really wants to be here, but needs a little help. Certainly can't pay $1,000 for one person. I mean, that doesn't make sense. We need 40 people here. So maybe we can get some other people to fundraise. You can do that right from where you're sitting. Comfort and privacy, your own protection. All right, everybody. I love you. We're gonna get this done. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.